Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. It's me, Antonio, back with another video for you guys this morning. Saying what's up to you guys, checking out how you guys are doing for the week. So I'm uploading some more content for you guys. I wanted to expand a little bit more on, and by the way I see butterflies. I want to expand a little bit more on the concept of soulmates a little bit. So I want to talk a little bit about, past lives and soul contracts, and and things of that sort. So I'll be talking about soulmates a little bit. So when it comes to soulmates are, of course, people that tend to come in each other's lives and have long-lasting impressions or big impacts on people's lives. Sometimes people can be, the whole twin flame, which is very rare, or people can be your karmic partner. There are a lot of karmic partners out there. Karmic partners are very toxic relationships that supposed to help teach you certain things. These are all part of your contractual agreement, the decisions that you made before you came to this planet to be reincarnated into a physical vessel. But yeah, soulmates are just people that have come in contact with each other over and throughout past lives. They can be friends, family members, mothers, daughters, fathers. Your grandmother can be your soulmate. Some people even think animals can be your soulmates, but I don't go that far into it. They're guardian spirits in their own right. Different animal totems and whatnot. They've always run hand in hand with humans. We always hear the concept of man's best friend, dogs, and all that. But soulmates are just those people that you decide to come into a contractual agreement with, and you run into new people. Sometimes you make new soulmates. You run into new people throughout your different lifetimes, and you just experience different things together. It's kind of like a community, kind of like a soul friendship. It lasts throughout lifetimes because the spirit or energy or the soul lasts throughout lifetimes. And once your body dies, it's just your physical essence that deteriorates back into the ground, but your soul and your energy goes back into the ethers. Either you're gonna just be floating out here in the world, or you're gonna ascend back to the singularity. And maybe start the whole process over again, depending on the experience that you have, depending on the amount of karmic ties and karmic debts and things and karma that you've built up. But yeah, so those are soulmates, and then you have, your past lives, again, that runs hand in hand with soulmates. Your past lives are very interesting. Some people wait, hundreds of years to be reincarnated. Some people wait thousands, even millions of years to be reincarnated. So some people, maybe have lived 4 or 5 lifetimes, where some people may have lived hundreds or thousands of lifetimes. And you're like, how could that be? Well, in my situation, I needed a liver transplant 17 years ago. So, organs, first of all, the human body is not even meant to be opened up. It's a very low success rate, transplants, and even then, once they're successful, your lifespan is cut short. But I got on a donors list in about 2 weeks, and I got a liver. Now, anyone that knows anything about the medical industry or transplants and things like that, that there's children, there's teenagers, there's older people, there's spiritual people, there's billionaires and millionaires that die on these waiting lists, waiting for organs to be presented to them. So in that aspect, it was indeed a blessing to be able to sustain myself with someone else's liver. Someone that was in a car crash But yeah, I skipped the whole line. And still here today, 17 years later. So, it happens sometimes in the physical plane, and it can happen as well in the astral realm as well. A certain level of karma, a certain level of gifts. There is a story on YouTube that it's like an audio book, like a scary story audio book that I listened to, like a creepypasta that told the story of, a person dying and going to like the halls of heaven where all these different mystical creatures and beings were, and people, when they died, they built up a certain level of karma, up to like 500 or something like that. If you get to level 500, you get to become an empath, intuitive, or psychic or something like that. It's supposed to be like one of the highest beings or whatever the case may be. And then you have everything else under that. And then based on your performance in life, you get points and things like that, and you built up to a certain level. And it's like certain things you do. And then it's like at the top of the castle, they had a creature that was locked away that was supposed to be God. And then the guy, when he was trying to choose whether he wanted to be reincarnated as, it was like, oh, if you kill this creature that's behind this door, which is God, you get unlimited points and all this, and you can come back as whatever you want to come back as. You can create something new or whatever. It was an interesting story. But yeah, man, that's kind of like the concept of past lives. Some people are reincarnated in different cultures, in different families, and different timelines. Again, some people come back immediately. Some people have to wait ages to come back. You learn one aspect of yourself or your soul, and then you come back to try to trigger more ancestral karma or generational curses, figure out what the issues are and overcome those. Indeed, some people become evolved beings, and they develop spiritual gifts. In the modern day, they have created ways that people, when they are reincarnated or when they are born, even within the same families, they have found a way to delete people's memory, which is a very important thing. Through different various rituals and rites and things like that. One of them being embalming. Somehow embalming cuts off the spiritual aspect of the body, or the releasing of the spiritual aspects of the body. So when your spirit crosses over, it kind of deletes most of your memory. The only thing, if you're powerful enough that you can carry over in multiple lifetimes of certain emotions, certain skill sets. You may be a born prodigy, certain things, and people may not be able to figure out how this kid is so talented and they're able to do all these things, and they're just a baby genius, they would say. And then certain emotional triggers, I would say, certain intuitive abilities, or certain empathic abilities, or certain just experiences that you are meant to have. You chose your parents, of course, for a reason. You chose your timeline, and you chose all these things for a different reason, to show you different things in life. All right, and these lessons are supposed to help transform you into the person that you're supposed to be, to help move the culture forward, whether it's in your contract or not. It's all a part of your destiny, and whether you want to fulfill it or not. People have free will. Some people are distracted. Indeed, some people are new souls. They come back, or they come to this planet for the first couple of times, and they're just here to experience partying, drugs, bloodshed, all types of outrageous things. You think of like a teenager, right? As soon as they get a little bit of freedom, they out driving drunk on the road. As soon as they get this restricts license. But you know, that is part of the soulmate past lives deal. There's a whole lot more information that I could speak to you guys about on that whole thing, but of course, you know, with everything else, you can always look it up on YouTube University or Google University. But yeah, so again, you know, more and more stories are coming out about, you know, people, especially in relationships, dealing with, you know, death and things like that, you know, and these domestic relationships, man. And people should be able to know their partner. People should be able to calm their partner down. People should, if you're dealing with somebody on a serious level, you should be able to read their birth chart. But yeah, man. Early today, I got out early today to shoot a quick video. I ain't even had breakfast yet, right? But yeah, man. I know I'm forgetting something, but it is what it is. I'll talk to you guys later. Love you. Be safe.